Hi guys, very good morning to all of you. Welcome to the video number 545. My name is Ajay Parmar and what a fantastic video today we are going to upload, and this is one of the best video I can say from my side, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. Thank you so much my dear lovely people out there. You had posted these comments that you want to actually capture the snapshot of a user form while working in the Excel, and couple of you also asked me that once you take the screenshot, then how you can send that in the email. So we have a lot of stuff today to discuss, right? We will not only just take the screenshot. I will educate you about taking the screenshot of the user form which you have built in your Excel, but also how you can email it, right? So welcome to the channel, youtube.com/c/Ajay Kumar Parmar, and this is, as you can see, super advanced level. We're gonna talk about it. Okay, so if you are new to the channel, if you stop by this channel, please go through all these videos one by one, and a very warm welcome to all of you. I hope you will have a fantastic journey on this channel, because I have uploaded all these videos with a lot of dedication and hard work, right? So you can see that on your screen. This is the playlist which you're supposed to follow on the Excel VBA, on the Access front end and the Access VBA, and recently we started the Outlook VBA also. So you can go and check out the playlist in this sequence. Some people mention that they are not able to find out the playlist, guys. When you go to my channel, there is a playlist link there in your, when you click on my channel, then you will find the playlist. And it is not just in my case, even if you're following someone else YouTube channel, playlist is the icon which is given by the YouTube. So when you click on the playlist, you will find all these titles there. So you can pause the video, you can note it down, right? So let's start now today's topic. So as I said, that credit goes to couple of people here, but right now I'm going to read out this comment from the Tan Terry. 5 months back, actually, the comment got posted. I know I'm very late, but it's always like so many emails keep coming to me, so I try to answer to my best abilities. So Terry, if you're watching this, first of all, a big thank you. Because not just I have gained the information, but also today I'm gonna make my subscribers feel very happy about it, that because today as I said, that this is one of the best video seriously, and I spent almost 4-5 hours, by the way, in building this code, right? Because I was not able to actually find out the way how you can take the screenshot of the user form. I'll just explain you. Okay, so Tan said that, hi Ajay, I need to create a form which I can take by whereby I can take a screenshot and paste it into Excel cell, and then using VBA that selects the range into the Outlook. So I capture the image as well. All right, so I will not read out the complete the comment, but yes, this is how something I got the idea from there. Then I also have Abhishek who posted this 10 months back. Actually, can you please explain how to place a screenshot of any window in Excel using VBA? And there is one more comment. I reverted to him that it can be done using the window APIs, but I didn't have any information about the APIs. So I searched on it and I found one of the API which we can use, application program interface we call it, guys. I'll put that the API just below my this in the comment section. You can copy and paste it from there, or otherwise you can also take it from the Google. That's okay, right? So what we are supposed to do, let's come back to the real topic. So you see that I have created 3 macros here, okay? And so what the first macro, what it is going to do, it is simply going to actually take the pop up the user form. Now I'm not here to show you how you can open the user form, because that's altogether a different program, guys. If you do not know how to make the user forms, or if you want to get the really you want to get to know how to make the pretty awesome user forms, please go and check my playlist, Excel VBA user forms. You'll find everything there. Now what happens, I have created here click button. So if I just go and write here something, for example, Ajay, and I just go here and write my last name, and I click on the this button, you see what will happen. I click on this. Now there will be a separate workbook which will be created, and this screenshot is going to be taken, and this is what was required. Now I come back to this code, and now what I do is I simply do not do any do not close anything, do not open anything, just come back here and click on this. What this is going to do is this is going to go in your book 1 which you have just created, you can see here, and it is going to pick up that the screenshot, and it is going to convert that into an image, and that image, it will be saved in the D drive. So I click here, let me show you. There we go. Something happened. You see that it created this, right? Basically what you see right now is chart. You can see here, right? So I'll just explain you what is the technique. So basically we have, exported this image into the chart. Because why I have exported this into a chart, guys? Because chart can be then exported in your any drive in the form of images. Well, I uploaded many videos, how to take the screen, how to export the charts as an image, how to pull up the images from your different path, D drive, desktop, wherever it is, and then how to paste that in the Outlook. And those videos are really getting a lot of clicks also. So there's nothing new here if you are following this channel, but still I will explain in this video for those people who have recently joined. Okay. So once this is done, guys, I want to quickly show you. So let's go to my D drive. So I want to show you what exactly has happened here. Then we will come back to the third macro. So I show you my D drive. Let me go to my the folder, and I click on the D drive. Look at this now. This is the mypic.png, right? You can see the time. It's actually 11:35. So I just go and open this, and we should be able to see that image of the user form if the code worked properly. So let's go and check that. Okay, so there we go. I opened this, and as you can see here, yeah, so you got this. You can see here, guys, you got the screenshot. So once you have got this, the screenshot, what is the next thing you want to do? The next thing you want to do is obviously you want to send it. If you want to send it to using the Outlook, then what you're supposed to do, I've created another macro. I just go and click on this, and now the email should be drafted with that snapshot, and this will be the end of this project, right? This looks like a 1-minute game, but I personally, as I said, that almost spent 4 hours on that, right? I knew the code, but I wasn't aware of that how actually we can take the screenshot. You can use the hotkeys there in the Excel. We have those the shortcut keys. We can use the application.SendKeys actually. So those SendKeys, but they don't work actually to take the screenshot. That was the problem. All right, so email is drafted. So we have this. Wonderful, guys. Beautiful. What a lovely question, you guys had asked, and it actually added, a lot of things to my knowledge also, and I'm sure you are also loving it. So let's now explain. I'm going to show you what exactly how we have done it. I have already made the code. You just go and note it down. Okay. Now the first thing which you need to understand, how to take the screenshot. Okay, I have developed the user form here in the Visual Basic. This is my user form. You can see here, this is my user form. So I will not really talk about how to create the user form. This is there. And then what I did is I created this click box, and in this click box, if I go, I have written the code, and this is the code which you're supposed to now note it down, right? So what is happening? You see that when I click on that the click button, what happens? This macro is being called PrintScreen, and this is the main important macro. Where is the print screen? I show you. I've created this, pasted that PrintScreen macro here. I think yeah, here. This is the code. Pause the video, note it down, or you don't have to note it down. I'll just paste that in the comment section so you can copy it from there. Now I know you must be wondering that what is it, right? Now guys, this is called the API, application program interface. You don't have to write this. Basically you can get this from the Google. If you just search how to take the screenshot using the API in the VBA, Excel VBA, you will get this, right? So what is API? Well, there are a lot of articles actually on the Google. You can go and check that, but still I'll let you know about it. Basically guys, API is what? API is everywhere. Like you see your mobile Android application, when you click on any of the icon, right? What happens? Those icons respond, right? For example, you want to install something, you click on the install and you can install the application. You go to any website, you suppose you have some travel plans, you want to go somewhere. Now what you do, there are a lot of websites in the market which what they do is you don't have to go to the different websites to check the hotel, hotel rates, what is the amount, of if you let's say plan for 4 days, so what is the total the hotel fare. What you do is you go to one place, and that one place will give you all the they collect all the information from the different websites, and they give you the best the rate. So what happens when you click on any of these things, like if you go to any website and you click on the check fare rate, something happens in the background. So what happens, basically APIs they are the data carrier, right? They take the command from you, and then they go and contact with that server, and then from that server they pull out the information and come back to you. It's like, you know, when you go to any restaurant, you want to eat something. Just imagine if you don't have any person who is going to serve there. You know, there's no actually a person who is serving. How will you give the order? It is not possible. You have to go to the kitchen directly, you know, and you have to talk to the person who is actually cooking, right? So a person who is taking the order from you, you're giving the order to a person, he comes to you, you tell that person that, you know, this is what I want to eat, and then what he does, he takes the information from you, he writes it down on the notepad or whatever, and he goes to the kitchen and he gives the order, right? And when the, you know, when the food is cooked, he brings back the food to you. So that person is your API, which is taking the command from you, right? So what happens when you write this kind of a API, this specific API, forget about this application.wait, right? This I'll just explain you. But from here and from here, excluding the application.wait line, this is your API. They are pre-built codes, and they are built there by the, you know, these obviously by these the guys, you know, I mean, API can be prepared by any company. It's not necessary that, you know, you'll find the APIs only by Microsoft, right? Every company who is working in the technology field, they have their own APIs you can build. Even Android developers, you know, when they make the things, when they make those applications where you just click and you get so many things, you know, as I was telling you, right? So like, for example, WhatsApp, what do? You install the WhatsApp, then you message the things, right? So in the background, guys, the APIs actually, they connect with the different servers and they pull out the information, right? So this is what we call the window API, right? And this you can just need to type in here and automatically they will do the job for you. So basically what is happening, this PrintScreen API, which I have written here, this you know, keyboard event vk snapshot 1,0, this is gonna take your snapshot, right? I'm not doing anything, right? So this is all about the library, keyboard event library. You don't have to get into that. Just paste this code in any of the module, and this is how you need to paste. Remember one thing, this entire API, which when you're gonna paste, don't paste it within the subroutine, just paste it on the top, okay? And then this, so when you copy this code from my the comment section, just go to the module and paste it like that, right? Make sure this should not be a part of any macro. This should be on the top. You can see there is a line inserted, right? So this, when you run this, what I have done, if you look at this, I just created a button and I said assign macro, and which macro I want to assign, you can see this macro actually is show form, right? So the form is gonna come. So obviously for the form, what I have done is I have written here, let me just show you, there is a, I think, form I have written somewhere. Yeah, this is the form, user form 1.show. So the form is going to show up, but the moment I click on that form on this click button, you see that in this click button I am running this print screen macro. Okay, so print screen macro is going to run, and this is the print screen macro, right? So this will run, and once the screenshot, you know, once the screenshot is going to take place, you know, once your this API is going to take the screenshot, please just wait for their 2 seconds or 3 seconds, because sometimes what happens, if you're not gonna give the enough time for your API, you know, to capture the screenshot, you may find the user form is not being captured. So that's why we are just using application.wait now. I hope you are familiar with this. This is just telling that from the now time, please wait for 2 seconds. This is for second format, this is minute, and this is hour. So it is gonna wait for 2 seconds, and that's it. What is the next thing? If you go back to the user form, you see this is how it is happening. We are then going to add the workbook. So let's just go do one thing. Let me just click on this you know, tab, and let me just click here, screenshot, and I just click here. You see that the macro is going to run. Now see this, what's going to happen, guys. It is going to go in the print screen. It is going to take the snapshot, and then it is going to wait for 2 seconds, right? And finally, you see there was a 2 second hold, and then we are back. Now I do not want that form. So I'm just trying to unload that form, this form, unload me. The form is gone. Now we're going to add a new workbook, and this is where now in the E10, let's say I'm going to, you know, control V. I'm going to paste that. So I control V it, and this is where your basically the screenshot will happen, right? Now what is the application.SendKeys and this caret sign, and in the curly brackets, you know, we have this V. If you go and search in the, you know, even if you just go and select this and you press F1, guys, it takes you to the VBA help. Basically, I have talked about the SendKeys, but still I tell you, SendKeys are when you actually want to press the shortcut keys using the VBA. It is possible, guys. It is very much possible, right? For example, you save the file, you press Ctrl S. You, let's say, save as the file, you press F12, right? Or maybe you take the print, you press Ctrl P or whatever, you know, you use so many shortcut keys. Those shortcut keys, if you want to run it through the VBA, you can use the SendKeys command as well. So right now it's not showing the help, and I don't want to really get into the in-depth detail of this. What you can do is you can simply go in the Google and search application.SendKeys, or maybe on my channel I have uploaded some very beautiful videos on the SendKey. Search it. SendKeys is nothing. So basically when you write this application .SendKeys, you know, this is where they ask you that what sort of combination you want to use. Now you must be wondering that why I'm using this caret sign, right? Now basically caret sign is for control key. So every key like alt key, shift key, and you know, these control keys, they have the specific sign. You can't write here like, you know, control key. For the control key, they have given us this symbol, which is caret. And then because I have to use the control V because I want to paste it, so that's why in the curly bracket, first I write curly bracket and then I write V, and then again curly bracket, and then I put it within the double quotes. So that way what happens, your VBA will run the command control V. Okay, so control V, obviously it is required. So control V is going to take the snapshot, right? Right now you see that because I'm using the F8, so this screenshot is taken because what happened when we are running the code, you know, your API has captured actually this screenshot, the screenshot of our, you know, this particular code where we were here, right? Obviously because I'm showing this F8, so this screenshot is taken. But when you press F5, your user form screenshot will be taken. Now once we have taken the screenshot, this sort of screenshot, or maybe, you know, like as I said that if you just close this, and let me just show you quickly. Let me remove this the F8 command from here. I just go here and quickly remove this. Okay, close this. Now let's go and run the first macro. Now you see that I just click here. So what happens? Syntax error. All right, sorry, I while explaining you I forgot that I have to delete this. Let me reset the code. Let's close this and let's run this again. So there we go. You see that the API is going to take the snapshot of this user form. Now guys, once you have taken this snapshot, you see that this is stored as a picture, right? So after this, what is the next step? Now the next step is very important. You see that then what happens, let me show you in the Google, in the Visual Basic, let me just put the breakcode here, and let's understand this code. Now this is the code which I have written, and you need to note it down. Okay, very small code you can see here. So before I run this, what we are trying to do is, if you remember in my previous videos, first we make the blank chart, and then in the blank chart we export this image, this particular image. We export this image into the chart, right? So, or in other words, you can say that you basically what you do is you transfer this image into the chart. Why? Because right now this is a picture and I cannot save this in my D drive or D drive or anywhere. And if I cannot save it, how I'm supposed to email it, you know? So that is the reason, guys, we first want to save this in our drive, and to save it in our D drive, we will make a blank chart and then we will export this picture. So let's go and, you know, talk about this. So I close this and I run the code again. I'm just going to click on the screenshot, click here, and first let's make sure that we have the correct screenshot. So the screenshot is there. I come back to my file and now I'm going to click on the image. Look at this. Now the code is going to run. The first thing which I'm doing is, guys, that I'm defining my chart. Okay, dim.ch as chart, which means by the way, if you do not have any information about the charts, you know, you have to go to my playlist Excel VBA charts and pivots. Go and check out all the videos there. I have talked about all the basic levels, or the basic things about the charts, how to create the charts in the VBA, because this is not a basic video. So I hope you know the chart, how to create the chart. So first we define the chart, and now active window.activate next. That means that it should go to the next workbook. Obviously make sure you should not have any other workbook open, so that it should go back to the same workbook which we have created, this book 4, where we have pasted that user form picture. So you see that it is activated. Now what I'm saying is this workbook is going to be my active workbook. So I have just defined my WB is active workbook. Now this is very important thing. You see that I have defined my shape also, SHP as shape, because shape is a class. So because this picture is nothing, this is a shape, and you have to first of all define this, that you know, this basically shape is, where is it? we have to tell the VBA that you want to pick up this shape and paste it in the, export it in the chart. So you have to define it. So that's why we said that define my shape and then the worksheet as well. So I'm saying that my worksheet is going to be a part of this wb.sheets1. What do you mean by that? That means that your active workbook, what is your active workbook right now on the screen? It is book 4. So we are saying that this is going to be the sheet 1. So basically this is the one, this sheet actually we are referring, to this sheet using the WS object variable. Now guys, this is very important line. Now you know that when you paste this user form, there's just one picture which you have pasted. So the index of that shape is going to be 1. So you are saying that now because you have defined the shape, so how you gonna once you declare the shape, how you gonna define it? Obviously use the shape word. You say that now my SHP object shape is going to be equals to what? It is a part of my sheet. Which sheet? This sheet 1, which is in the book 4, but you have already defined that as WS. So then you go in the shapes and then you say that, all right, so that item is supposed to be 1 because there is just a one shape. In this way, what happens? VBA records it in its memory that this SHP actually is nothing but this picture. Okay, so you run this like this. Now the time come to add the chart. How are you going to add the chart? I hope you know this line. Set ch equals to charts.add. We have already defined ch as chart, so the chart is going to be added in the separate sheet. And if you have seen my chart videos, we have to move this chart to the sheet 1 because this is, this works like your F11 shortcut key. Do you know that you can also press F11 in the Excel to insert the chart, provided your selection should be on any of the cell of that table, of which you want to make the chart. So F11, this works like a F11, right? So now we will change the location of the chart. You can see that in front of you now the blank chart is inserted. Well, I just need the blank chart. I don't want to make really the chart. The concept of adding the chart is just that we can put this image here. Okay, now obviously very interesting thing that your picture has a different size and this chart has a different size, as you can see here, right? So we have to make sure the chart should resize to the picture size. Okay, and we are doing it here. So before we do all these resizing of the chart according to the picture, you have to give your chart a name, because then you will be able to refer to the chart. Otherwise it's not possible. So what you have to do, you have to first of all write that this is my active chart. So write again set ch equals to active chart. Now look at this. The moment I run this set, name is really required. So let me just go and run this line. Okay, so your chart is now going to be named as Ajay. Now finally we are saying that this Ajay, the chart, which is a part of your chart object class. So this is how you write basically, guys. When you want to refer to the existing chart, you use the chart objects class. Okay, because it is already created. When you want to create the chart, then you use the chart class, as we have used here dim chs chart, because if we wanted to add the chart. But if you are because once the chart is added, it means that is the existing chart, that is not the new chart now. So if you have to refer to that chart, what are you going to do? You're going to write here worksheet, which is your active worksheet. We have already defined ws dot chart objects and then the name of the Ajay. So this worksheet basically has this chart object, the method, right? So you just go and write that, and then in the chart objects class you write the chart name. Now what we are saying is that the chart height has to be equals to the shape height, this shape, the user form. So what will happen finally when you run this, you see that the height is reduced. Now this height and this height are same. Similarly, I want to make my the chart the width as well. I want to make sure that this is also going to be of the same width. So I run this and you see that we have now the chart and the image of the same size. Finally, this is important line. You have to now copy the picture of this screen of this. You have to copy the this basically what I'm saying is you have to copy the screen. You have to take the screenshot of this the picture which you have inserted, right, using the API, or in other words we can say that we have to basically copy and paste it in the chart. So now this line chp.copy picture excel screen and bitmap, guys, what it does, it is going to take copy the picture, this picture, right? Because your SHP is what? You remember this SHP, set SHP equals to the worksheet.shapes.item1. So this is going to be considered as your shape. So this is going to be copied now obviously in the memory, and now again we say that now my chart is active chart, and this now you go and write ch.paste. So what happens in the chart, whatever you have copied, that's gonna be pasted. Look at this, guys, wonderful. Your blank chart now has that image pasted here. And finally ch.export. Export that in the D drive with the name of mypic. So I go and run this, and now in my D drive, I showed you this, this mypic is coming. Now, in order to now link this in your Outlook, let's go and talk about this, the next code. So I go in this, the code which I have prepared. Let me just show you. You can pause the video, you can note it down, and this is where it is. Email send, right? So this is a very small code, as you can see. I will not really waste your time on this, because we have uploaded so many videos on how to paste these snapshots. So that's what I'm just doing. So what is happening, first of all, make sure you go in the tool and the reference, and you give the reference to the Outlook library, right? So this is the one, the Outlook 16.0, because I'm using 2016. Whatever the version you have, don't worry, just make sure that you should on the Outlook library. So we created the Outlook application using the early binding, and then we created the mail item, okay, because we want to send the email. Now this is the important line. If you guys do not know the HTML part, then this line may be a little difficult for you, but I just help you in understanding, though I explained in my previous videos also. So when you want to paste this at the user form as a snapshot, guys, which is right now saved in the form of my image in my D drive, what I'm doing is I'm using with my email.html method, .html. This is the one. Generally people use body also, but because you have to use the HTML code here, you use .html body, and this way you can attach the screenshot in the body of the email. So we are saying hi, and then comma, and then br. Br is what? Br, you see I'm using these the open tag and the close tag. We call these open tag and the close tag, less than and greater than sign. This is the HTML word. Br means break, insert the new line. So basically I'm inserting 2 lines, and then I'm putting the image source. So you have to write this, this entire stuff in the double quotes, and make sure when you write this image source, give it a space, img space src. Src stands for the source, equals to the path where it is being saved, the complete path. But make sure you have the single quotes around this, okay, and then the closing tag. This is the closing tag in the HTML, we call it. Okay, so this is the method by which you can actually, you're going to attach the email from the D drive. So if I just run this right now, this macro, you see that the same image which we have saved in the D drive, that's going to pick up from there, from my D drive, and it should get pasted in my Outlook. It's going to take a little time, obviously, because you're connecting the Outlook part, and there we go. Look at this, guys. Right? If you want to know more about how to write the other things in the email, to CC, subject, attachments, there are a lot of videos under the playlist Excel VBA connecting Outlook with Excel. I have got, I think, 52 videos there. All the topics are fabulous. Not because I'm recording it, because you asked me. Now this video, I know, is definitely gonna be liked by you. This video definitely is going to be popular. I hope so. But the credit goes to you people, not to me. And thank you so much, because it further enhanced my knowledge as well. So this is the first code, guys, and this is your snapshot code. Okay, I'm gonna paste this. The moment when you wanna see this video, just copy the code from the comment section. Rest you can prepare yourself. I have explained this, so please go and write the entire code in this way. And the reason is why I have actually split these into the 3 codes. Just wanted to explain you. Okay, so that's why I have just created 3 different macros. You can also go and merge the macro 1 and macro 2 together, and then the third macro you can create the separate, because sometimes you just want to take the snapshot, maybe you don't want to send the email. But anyways, that's all up to you. I leave it to you, but I hope I was able to explain you everything on this part. Thank you so much, and keep asking these wonderful questions. I'll see you in my next video, and please don't you forget to subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much, guys. Bye bye.